viewers, this is Sudip Das and welcome to your channel Nursing Informatics. So today we are going to discuss about an interesting topic, that is 10th of January of this year we are going to face lunar eclipse. So you know what is lunar eclipse? It is nothing but it is in Hindi you can say Chandra grahan. Okay, so there is a myth during lunar eclipse means Chandra grahan, or during solar eclipse means surya grahan, we need to avoid the food, because one myth is there in our family or your family or your culture or your state, wherever it is. Okay, there will be one myth that during eclipse, yeah, during grahan, if we have the food or if we eat food, we may get sick for long time, or it may not reduce throughout the year. Okay, so for this reason we are going to discuss about this topic. See, there is one myth. This during lunar eclipse or solar eclipse means during Chandra grahan or during surya grahan, if we eat, we get sick for many days or throughout year or life. So it is a myth. It's not reality, because during eclipse or grahan, we have to avoid food, because during eclipse the food items may become poisonous, or may become poisonous by the bacteria or viruses. The main reason is the sunlight and lunar light mainly help us to protect our food from microorganisms and bacteria. So during solar eclipse, the sun will go to the eclipse stage. So at that time the food are unable to store properly because of the growing bacteria. So at that time, if we get or if we eat that food items, we may get the illness or we may get the food intoxication. So it is not any type of sickness that we are believing in myth. Okay, because the myth is if we eat the food, we will get sick for long period or throughout the year or long life. It is not the true. The reality is if we eat that food, we may get the food intoxication or GI disturbances that may affect our health. Okay, so what to do during this phase? If you are if you are getting so thirsty, or if you are elderly, or if you are a pregnant woman, you can have the water by boiling it, because in the boiled water there is less chance of growing the organism. And second thing is, if you want to take the food items, so the main and most probable choice of taking, you need to cook the food at right time. You have to take the food. Okay, hot or lukewarm water you have to take. Okay, so best idea is avoiding the food. But if you are not if, as I told, if you are elderly or if you are a pregnant woman, okay, so you have to take food, or you are, suppose you are taking the medicines also, so you have to take food, but you have to take at the hot stage of the food. Means you are cook the food at the right time, you have to take. Okay, not you cook food and after 1 hour you will take. No. Okay, so this is the process. So during this year, the 10th January, we will face the lunar eclipse, yeah, Chandra grahan. So according to some scientists, they are saying that if you are taking food, if you are having food during eclipse stage, you may get the food intoxication or GI disturbances. But some of us, we believe that in the night time also, if you take food without eclipse, means without grahan, there is no eclipse, there is no grahan. Okay, at that time also, if you take in the night time large amount of food, you may get the sick. Yeah, you may get the sick, but not for the sunlight, because some of us believe that if as sun bacteria grow up, so if in the right night time, if we take the more amount of food, that bacteria will uh, grow in the food items, and we will may become ill. Okay, so it is not a reality. What is the reality? if in the night time, if we take heavy amount of food, it will affect our sleep, because in the night time when we get the sleep in the resting period, the enzyme that is pepsin, which will helpful for breakdown of our food items, will release something lower amount. Okay, so as lower amount of pepsin will secrete from the stomach, the food item takes time to digest. So in the night time, we suggest to have lower amount of food. So this is the main reason. So there is no myths about the food items to avoiding, because the as we believe that during lunar eclipse or solar eclipse, if we have the food, we will get sick from many days or long life. It is the totally the wrong thing. Okay, what is the reality? The reality is, if we have the food, it may get the food poisoning or GI disturbances. Okay, so I told about the concept of the eclipse or grahan, and how to avoid and how to take food during eclipse also. So you have to take. Okay, so this is all about the eclipse. It may be lunar, it may be solar. So today is 4th of January. So in the 10th of January in the year, there will be the lunar eclipse. And one thing I have to told that eclipse lasts for only 3 hours. According to our astrologist, it may for 12 hours, 24 hours, and 8 hours, 6 hours. Okay, but it is according to the astrologist. But according to the scientist, according to the astronomics, okay, the minimal or maximum hour of the eclipse is maximum 2 to 3 hours. Okay, more than 2 to 3 hours if not lapse. Okay, so you have to avoid the food more than not more than 2 to 3 hours. Okay, but according to the astrologist, they are telling that it will stay for 8 hours, it will stay for 10 hours. So it is according to the astrologist. According to me, and according to my some research papers, and according to various astronomers, means scientists, the eclipse lasts for only 2 to 3 hours. So you have to avoid the food for 2 to 3 hours at the time of started. Okay, so after this you can have the food easily. So this is all about the concept of lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, which can harm the health or which can benefit the health, and what is the process, what is the concept, and when you can take the food, and when you have to avoid the food, what are the harmful effects. So this is all about this eclipse. So you have to follow those points in the 10th of January 2020, because today is the 4th of January. The 10th of January there is lunar eclipse. So don't forget to like my video, share my video, and if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for new updates.